Welcome back, adventurers. My name is Eli, the Game Master, and this is A Good Day to Die. Last we left off, the group had started venturing forth into different types of dreamscapes of their own making. Some of them testing their fortitude, some of them testing their wit, and some of them testing their very character that they are. After overcoming some of these dreams, some people learn things about themselves, things that happened in past lives, things that they had long forgot. And Perry was facing something that seemed to be happening here and now. As the group had come to an understanding, Dr. Tone learning about a past life with Handsome Joe or Philistopheles, about what they had, the kind of work they had did while in the Hells. Ragnar had discovered what had really happened in his past with his brother Drew. And Perry found himself reunited with his mother. Ayla had revealed to him that she was a part of him, bound to him through the binding key that had permanently been fused into his very being by Philistopheles himself. He also came across his father, Alvarium. Alvarium kind of lost in the haze of the spiritual purgatory that is the great tree in the center of the plane of dreams. And as they were reuniting, learning more about the black blood, where it came from, and how to seal it away, a mysterious, shadowy figure emerged from the mist, revealing himself as Sadrak, the esoteric ancient nightmare dragon. And we are going to go ahead and pick it up there. Your mother, as I stated before, Mama Bear, she steps in front of you, drawing both of her kukris. Your dad still kind of confused, shaking his head as Sadrak steps out and presents himself. He says, "You can make this easy on yourself, boy, and not have to watch your family die. Give me the key, and I'll let them live."
Right, the key. The key that I have in my possession currently at this moment.
You see your mother kind of like look back at you and look at Sadrak, and it's in that moment that you realize Sadrak knows you have it, but he doesn't know to what extent you have it. Yes.
What do you even want with the key?
I want the black blood to flow through the material plane. I want how pathetic and weak your father is to be a commonality to all living creatures.
So you can grow in strength and take over Ling as a whole. Right.
You're not as foolish as you look, boy.
I know it's different, but I don't think I look foolish.
And then once all the material plane is slaved to the black blood, I and my clutch will feast on their souls, gathering energy and ruling the nightmare realm and all of the plane of dreams in its entirety.
Until the souls are no more, your power is diminished, and it's got a time frame on it, for sure.
I am more clever than that. I can utilize souls like your father to their true potential, something they were never able to achieve in the material plane.
Ah, with your dream hag friend and companion?
You know more than you let on. Well, it doesn't matter,
He says.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. You're about as clever as you look, too. You're not getting this key. I pull out my dagger.
As your mom takes a battle stance, he says,
I've had enough of you and your insolence.
you see his throat glow green, like in his human form. As he roars out, you see this massive cone of acid spiral towards you and your mother. She provides you full cover, crossing her arms, as suddenly you see this purple door open up. Your dad steps through, grabbing both of you and pulling you through. as you dimension door all the way over here, and the cone totally eats up the ground, melting trees, rocks, and plants. As it shoots past, Sadrak turns and looks at your father, and your father kind of looks at his hands, and he looks up at you, and you see a spark of recognition, but it's mixed with fear and confusion. Sadrak, furious, perturbed about what's happening, shifts. His body begins to contort as he grows to a colossal size. You see those wings made out of ash and smoke extend to either side with red webbing down each end of them. A red fin runs down the length of his back all the way to his tail, crimson in color and juxtaposed against his ashen black scales. He looks at you with that blind eye with the scars that had been cut into him so long ago. And I will need you to roll for initiative, which you already have. We're saving all kinds of time.
All the time.
All the time. Cue up a little Sirenscape. Little mood music for the boys.
Please do that again.
No.
Sadrak looks less than impressed about what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
As he tilts his head, looking at your father, who's just kind of... And he looks up at your mother, and your mother looks down at him, and you see this look wash over her face, like it's something she's been wanting for so long. And it's just a hint of it being there. Sadrak snarls. As he beats his wings, the air around you distorts as he flies 50 feet into the air, making a note of that. And, let's see here. Oh boy!
Oh boy! Oh boy!
As he takes to the wing, you suddenly see him multiply.
Oh, I don't like that.
Oh, but he does.
Is it like 5 of them?
I'm about to tell you. There are 5 of him.
Good job. Good job, Dave.
Go easy, I guess.
This will be the end of the Aristep bloodline.
His voice is now booming. You can feel it thrum in your chest, emitting from this massive monster. Perry.
So for targeting a target spell,
Mm-hmm.
I have to choose one.
No, you will roll a
It's
D10.
not like an attack. It's like a will saving throw.
Yes, but you still have
There's
to
still a
hit.
chance of missing one.
Yes,
Really?
because you don't know which one's which.
Only you had true suck.
I think if it's a saving throw, he targets Sadrak specifically. If one was to assume mirror image, I don't think it says anything about the
Also, if you hit him with an area spell, it doesn't destroy his figments. It does hit him normally, but it doesn't destroy his guys.
Mm-hmm.
Something else, something new.
Because it could
From trying.
matter.
Almost like he's a high level. I don't like.
Or it's just a Nightmare Dragon password.
Could be.
Or raisins.
Maybe
Brain leaves for no reason.
So you're asking if you use a spell that affects a specific targeted creature, what is the spell you are casting?
Dismissal.
To send him back to his plane of existence?
Plane of Lane. Is he not from the Plane of Lane?
No.
He's from this plane?
Yeah, he's from the dream plane.
I thought he was from the Plane of Lane.
No. Ling borders the nightmare realm, but he
Oh.
technically is from the plane of dreams.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind then.
Yeah, if he was a moon beast, you may be onto something.
Yeah. Alright, never mind. So I'm gonna do something different. And Do they
Yeah,
occupy?
you didn't know that though.
I did.
Cast that spell. Okay.
I have.
All right.
I've rolled that.
Uh-huh.
I just forgot.
Yeah, here. I knew that. I just didn't know I didn't know that.
Exactly. Does he have spell resistance?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, a little bit. Why?
Just a little bit.
It's in the 40s.
Okay, that's fine.
Come on, Perry. No whammy, no whammy.
35.
Mm-hmm. That passes.
Like
Math.
significantly?
No, well, it passes.
Rollers win.
Oh, that's scary.
Rollers win.
Take what you can get and go.
Oh my gosh. I rolled an 18.
I could have lived without that info on my stress.
There is a 30-foot
Cylinder, cone.
he's just one target, right? Like they're all occupying the same.
Yes, mirror image doesn't occupy several different places.
Cool.
He is.
But it's gonna be
it's
a
as if he's
60-foot line of
displaced.
fire.
Okay, is it an area effect?
It's a 60-foot line of fire. So
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
It targets multiple squares.
but
so
it's
yes.
not. It's not a target spell.
No.
Okay, so it will hit him normally, but not affect his figments.
But it does have reflex save throw. Oh my, oh my.
He's too big to have reflex. Stop looking at my rolls.
What'd he get?
What he did.
13.
Sorry. That wasn't funny. And I'm hoping, like his other friends, that fire does good against him. 39 points of fire damage.
39, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
Does it appear to do exactly 39 points of damage?
It does.
Dang it.
So what you're saying is...
And then I'll move.
And what? It was a line of fire. So you chant tone, extending your hand up as this gout of fire shoots up. It slams into Sadrak's chest as his wings beat back. He looks down as you see the burnt spot on his chest slowly begin to heal, and he looks up at you. You see him grin a sinister grin with acid dripping from his teeth. What would you like to do?
I'll move in front of Father. I'll bury him. Yep.
Do you take any other actions?
What I do. That's what I do.
Oh boy. What can she do from down here?
Cry.
I mean, yeah, that's a thing.
Scream.
She chants and tones. You see her suddenly lift up off the ground as she starts to run in a diagonal. She is directly under him, but she is 35 feet beneath him. So she's not nearly close enough to him.
It's probably good.
Oh, wait, my bad. She's 20 feet beneath him.
Okay.
Yeah.
20.
Your father kind of like watches her go. He looks at you, and you can see it's like he looks like a confused, scared child. Like he doesn't know how to wrap his head around this or recognize what's happening. It seems that moment when he mentioned towards you was out of reflex or like some kind
Instinct.
of yes, paternal instinct, but now he's just like scary things are happening and I don't understand. So that's going to be his turn. Sadrak turns and looks down at your mother. Let's see if he's still got his flame breath back.
Hero. Nice.
You mean his acid breath?
Oh yeah. His breath attack. I'm sorry.
There you go. Nailed it. First drop.
He's got all kinds of fun stuff. You know what? He's going to do this instead. Yeah, he's going to do this instead. So he opens his mouth. He roars. As you see this dark mist kind of like emit out from around him, surrounding him completely in a 20-foot radius.
It's kind of scared. Yeah.
So.
Scared cat's gonna hide.
Wait, I got this.
Such good.
This mist is dark, but it doesn't look any different than any normal mist. He didn't cast darkness. So you know that if you're close enough to him, you can see him. Anything beyond that, you have a 20% miss chance. But I'm sorry, if you get up to him, you have a 20% miss chance. Any further away, you have a 50% miss chance.
Only somebody had something to blow that away. Need a big bad wolf for that.
But he creates that mist around him, and you hear him laugh as he disappears into the obscurity.
Perry.
I'm gonna fly. I guess you can only move half if you're going directly, right?
Directly up is half.
I'll do 30 feet up. And cast Check a Fireball. Probably not. What was that? 29.
29, you say?
Yeah.
29 will not pass.
Yeah, okay.
So, the orange orb appears on your fingertip as you shoot it into the mist. You see it, and then you see this glow, and it outlines Sadrak in the mist as if it ignited and exploded. But as it does so, you see it go to explode, expand, illuminating him for a minute as you see him clamp down on it with his teeth, and you see the fire shoot out to either side, but you're like, that ain't how that's supposed to look.
This is gonna be a little more difficult than I thought. That's what I do.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Your mother closes the gap, diving up into the mist. As she does so...
Attack of opportunity.
Oh yeah, oh no.
Hey, Delaney. For your reference, there's a fly check DC 20 to fly straight up.
Good. But thank you.
I was looking to see casting spells while flying.
Oh, yeah.
That'd probably be hard.
It depends. If you have hover speed,
33.
Okay.
Why?
you're probably going to be fine.
Or 4 or less. So there's still a chance.
As she goes up into the mist, you hear this wet crunching noise. As you hear this sound as if a massive figure was shifting through the air at great speed. You hear it impact and you hear her gasp out twice before you hear the loud clank of what sounds like metal hitting armor. Wonderful. These dice are as good as the last ones. That's
Where's your DM?
makes me so happy. They're in the bag. Okay, I'll bring them out. Hang on.
Yeah.
Everybody-
Wait, why did I say that?
Everybody calm down.
Why did I say that? No, put him back.
You fool!
He tricked me.
Oh, you fool. Fly, you fools.
You can roll those when you're playing good guys. You have to roll the other ones when you're playing bad guys.
Or do what you want.
It just makes perfect sense.
You
to me.
hear this loud clank noise, and it doesn't sound like it really made any real purchase. As that happened, you hear Sadrak begin to laugh. You hear her chant something. You hear this noise in the air. You kind of hear Sadrak growl in confusion, as if something has happened that he doesn't understand.
Wait, she wanted visible.
And it's almost as if
I
he
like it.
can't see invisibility.
Because of the mist.
No.
He missed. Your father continuing to be like, live. Sadrak's turn. He knows she's still there.
Does he also have a mischance?
He does, yeah. Well, and she's invisible.
Right.
So, I mean, you can only, it doesn't
be the
stack.
higher, yeah.
Yeah. So, he is going to pull around and attack where he thinks she is.
She has sneak attack.
Miss. Miss. 5%. Miss.
A lot of attacks.
Miss. I'm.
6.
The closest he got was 46.
He's an
Claw,
ancient
claw,
esoteric
tail, bite, wing, wing.
Yeah. A bite attack, 2 claw attacks, 2 wing attacks, and a tail attack.
Hello?
Oh, wing, wing. Who's there?
I laughed at it. I said it.
Well, someone had to. You see the mist twisting and winding around, and you hear him roar out, "Where are you?"
Jane is gone.
He's out. He's lost it.
Oh, what was so funny what it was?
It was pretty funny.
It was funny.
She has to make a certain kind of save.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no. Oh, she's got this. She's got this all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not if you roll a 1.
No, she still has that. Okay. Your father. So, he swings at her. Nothing seems to happen. Parry.
I'll move another 30 feet up, passing my fly check with ease.
You are now 10 feet above him.
Yes. And I'm going to attempt one more
Fireball?
fireball
Okay.
above him.
Okay.
That does not pass his spell resist. Okay, so I am 10 feet above him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's what I'll do.
All
That's
right.
what I did. It is done.
All right. She's coming in with that sneak attack, but she has to pass the mischance. She passes. She fails. She passes.
It's 20% right now.
Yes. But she is in fact in base contact.
I figured.
Oh, yeah?
And it's against his flat-footed. And luckily for her, his flat-footed is much lower than his regular AC. Oh God! No, I'm sorry. It's not. It's the same.
Oh no.
I was thinking
It's
something.
natural armor, my god.
I apologize.
Oh, something
Well, it's too late.
That will, however, hit. That will not. And that's the same thing that will also not.
Oh, this is scary.
Yeah.
We can't hit him. We can't
Minimum
use
damage.
Magic on him
There are specific feats to overcome.
either. Yeah, I've only got the 2.
Boo.
You hear this loud clang noise. You hear the zip of a blade missing completely. You do hear a blade make purchase, and you hear Sadrak roar out in pain. It's more of like a ow more than a like a. Yeah.
We'll do.
Alvarium is still confused and scared. Sadrak's turn. Here comes the Hurt. Hurt Town, USA. Miss. Hit. I'm sorry. What was it? Hit. Miss. Miss. Hit.
Three hits.
Yup. Hit. Hit. Miss. I didn't even look at the first roll. Okay. And he is going to use a special ability while doing that. His combat maneuver against her defense. Holy crap. Okay. You hear her scream out thrice, and you hear this loud boom noise as you see her body jettison out through the cloud, and she crashes into the ground and rolls over in a slump. She is not unconscious, but she is very hurt. And from the mist, you hear... Harry, it's your turn.
It is my turn. I am going to attempt, probably at my detriment, to do a diving called shot to his wing. Using an impromptu sneak as well.
Okay.
Provoking opportunity attack if he sees me.
Yes. However, just letting you know, that'll provoke twice.
Okay.
Yes. Only, however, if he has combat reflexes.
Which he does.
Combat reflexes.
Of course he does. Why wouldn't he?
So if you'd like to do that twice,
It's
I'll
like a paragraph.
What?
I'll be like on top of him at the end of this. So if you
Oh,
want
mom.
yeah.
That's how I like it. I also would like you to roll a will save as you enter into the mist.
I'm probably.
More clarifies you, but
24?
24.
you is feared by that.
I might be.
Oh, can we?
Just slightly shaky.
Run.
Mouse turn.
It's actually worse than
As you enter into the mist, you hear these terrifying whispers begin to wash over you. You feel it trying to enter into your mind as you zip towards this like shadowy figure. It looks very much like that scene in Godzilla where the skydivers are coming down and you can like see the lightning in the smoke and mist, and you're like, there's a giant lizard.
This is a great idea.
Yeah, this is the best thing that we've ever done.
I've done this exact thing with those T-Rex. It does not bode well for me.
Does a 42 hit you?
Yes.
It hits him in another alternate reality.
Did you say yes?
I did.
Cool. I rolled max damage,
No.
31 points of damage for the first hit.
My favorite thing to say to my players is like, that hits a Tarrasque. Of course you hit them.
I'm gonna use one of my windy escapes during that.
For the second hit?
For the first one.
For the first one? So he swings his tail up. As he does so, he cuts you in half. You dematerialize and rematerialize. As he rolls around, and it's as if like his massive body spun, and as you like rematerialize, you're in his face, and he tries to bite out at you.
Does he get the mischance?
Sadrak?
Yeah.
Of course he does. What a silly question.
For both of them, so he doesn't have
Yeah,
to...
so he doesn't have to use his windy escape. 97 for that first
He got you, my guy.
one. And the second one's a 65.
Oh man.
Your mom just took all the luck from you. Does a 47 hit
Yes.
you?
Absolutely, I'm in danger. Guys,
This is a bad idea. This is a bad idea.
This is not a non-real version of Sadrak.
Yeah, he's like a level 55 dragon.
By the way, DC 10 fly check as you get hit.
Okay.
30 points of damage for the second one. As he bites onto you. He doesn't have gravity.
30? Well, 30 you say?
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
How does he not have gravity?
I know, right?
He needs fast swallow.
11% mischance.
I know you do. Do it.
11% my mischance.
So that will miss.
Oh. That will... You're right.
It has to be above 20.
I went to riffs real quick.
Yeah,
Just
where
all of
it's
a sudden,
all-
I was like, oh, that's great. Okay, so that'll miss.
Whiff.
Yeah, for that cold shot, huh?
Well, I never actually rolled a d20. Huh? 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 What do you mean,
So we have one yes, one no. What do you say? Is this cold shot used up for the session or no?
I'd say no, because there's nothing really
All right.
happened.
So,
I'm just in
different.
ultimate
Democracy.
danger.
So you fly in and theatrically, you land on his back. You go to hit the wings, but as they beat in the air, they're just so massive. You're just kind of like, you go to hit it, and as his muscles roll beneath you, it is hard to keep your step.
Dang it.
Stepping on the beat.
I'ma die. I'ma
Uh,
die so bad.
Your mother stands to her feet. She is bleeding, and you see that purple blood rolling out from her light blue skin and kind of patting on the ground. She looks up at you, and it's kind of like that moment in a movie when you're like, oh, the hero is going to win, and they just get trounced with one hit. As she looks up at you, she looks at your father, who is like looking up at the mist, and he's looking around. He looks at her, and he says, Perry, where's Perry? And he calls you Perry. She says, your son needs you. What can I do? She holds out her hand. She says, the best you can. He runs over to her, chanting and toning as he takes on the fly spell. She grabs him by the wrist. She swings in a circle as she doubles in size. Octuples in weight, grabbing your father and throwing him through the air as he uses the fly spell and begins to jettison towards you.
Jeez.
Dope.
I'm gonna die next
From
round.
me?
Doesn't matter.
But you're not dead yet.
Give it
I'm
6
not
seconds.
dead yet.
Give it about 6 seconds. And 1 attack.
Wow.
Oh, that's a thing he has. Oh, that's a thing he has.
That's a thing he has.
Apparently.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Not love
I'm
it.
also going to say you don't have to roll for his terrifying presence because you can't see him.
Okay.
Because even in base combat, he still has 20%.
It's scary, and you feel like if you could see the full thing, you'd be like, oh my god. But like,
I can't see it, and that's somehow worse.
you see the foot of the monster, and you're like, man, that's not messing up. That'd be
You
scary.
went with the beat big.
Everybody calm down.
Okay.
That's as calm as I can get.
No!
Yes.
Does a 54
Yes.
beat your combat maneuver defense?
Yes.
He spins in the air. You slide off as he grabs you.
Twice, actually.
As he snatches you up and he is holding you, he tilts his head looking down at you, and you are in fact grappled. He says, poor, pitiful Aristep. Now you die. Your turn.
flame breath. You should flame on.
I should flame on.
Being recorded.
Your self-control is magnificent.
It's worth a shot. So, I have an ability I can use a couple times a day.
Mm-hmm.
A tricky spell.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm grappled, so no arms, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can use silent and still simultaneously 3 times a day.
You have both of those?
I have both of those.
3 times a day?
3 times a day.
Neat.
Yeah. I still got past this thing. Math really eluded me right there for a second. Okay.
Taurus is in suspense.
I know, I'm sorry.
The audience, we hope, is in suspense.
The audience is into suspense. All 3 of them.
36.
36 will pass.
So this can be a lightning bolt down his throat.
Delicious.
Ew. Shock to the heart.
He does have a reflex save if he wants.
I mean, he going
A reflex save.
Oh, he going 18?
No.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the bigger they are, the more difficult it is to reflex.
To move.
It's only 28 points.
20?
28
28.
of lightning. Very, very frightening.
You changed the first number of his hit points.
Nice! To 3. I love it. I don't like that confirming glance there. That's a little less than I was expecting.
It's anytime someone who is flying takes damage, it's a DC 10 flight check to stay in the air. I understand.
You can roll a 1.
It's the same for him, but there's a 1 on every dice.
He's good.
Okay.
I'll even re-roll that off. He's still good. Okay. So as he holds you, do you want to say something snarky, or do you want to just open wide? He tilts his head as you start to glow in his hand. Everybody around, much like lightning manifesting in a cloud, can see the glow, and they see your silhouetted
My hair
outline with
starts
hand. Yeah,
standing.
as you, and then from around you, lightning courses through his body.
Yummy.
He looks down at you as he holds you in his clutches. He says, "Famous last words, I suppose.
Can I teleport?
And for my next trick,
I don't have that.
I would probably been inspired.
your father lands on top of Sadrak's head. Sadrak kind of like tilts his head and looks up at him as your father is going to use one of his special class abilities, Cyclone.
Oh.
Okay.
He extends his hands out and he roars as you see this sphere of air that engulfs everything around you and completely dissipates the mist of madness. And any creature within this has to make a fly check to stay in the air or plummets. It doesn't say they drop a certain feet, it says they plummet. And they plummet as long as they're in the cyclone. And he landed on Sadrak, so he's going with him.
By the way, a tornado has a -16 to your fly skill.
Mm-hmm.
Is that included in
That
this
says
check?
tornado.
His DC is different because it's 10 plus his caster level plus his intelligence modifier.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, which is a little higher.
is it like 30?
Plus his intelligence modifier.
Okay.
He's a level 20, my guy.
47.
Mm-hmm.
56.
At minimum.
Oh, what have I done? Okay, this is fine.
That's what happens when the GM plays with them. So.
Oh. Dragons are not as good at flying as you would think.
Oh, I know that.
good catch.
Very light reflexes.
And with his 3 that he rolled. So your father lands, He roars out as the cyclone appears. Sadrak's wings kind of flip and turn so massive they're catching so much air they begin to fold on themselves. As they twist and turn, he begins to plummet towards the ground. Your mother is going to take the attack of opportunity now.
Oh my gosh.
Because she went up and he's coming down, so she's going to hit him as he passes. And he's a big target.
She's also a bigger person.
Woo! It may be, hang on.
Crit threat.
Crit threat.
Confirms.
Roll and confirm.
Confirm. That will confirm, boy.
Minimum damage.
Minimum damage.
Emotional damage.
No. Like middle of the road.
It was 1 point higher.
She cuts into him as he collapses to the ground. He dropped 50 feet, I said?
It'll be 4, right?
What?
Do you negate the first time?
It
You
plummets.
mentioned acrobatics to negate the first time, otherwise.
But Cyclone
Love me.
specifically says they cannot negate the first 10 feet of fall damage
Because-
while inside the
Because
cyclone.
it plummets, though.
Mhm.
There's no way.
It's throwing him to the ground.
Cool.
Yes. But he still has DR
Oh.
against specifically falling.
Moves his
Not
body
specifically
like a
falling.
cyclone.
Against everything but one specific thing is kind of what I meant to say.
Probably fire.
Including bludgeoning damage.
I think the A team has a really good song for this.
So he hits. The ground beneath you explodes out, dust rolling. His mirror image is still kind of like shifting back and forth. She hasn't been rolling to hit those. I'm a bad DM.
Oopsie daisy.
But the group's like, oh, we forgot to.
We'll forgive you.
His kind of like twisted visage is on the ground. As your mother drops, your father's cyclone dissipates, and he kind of like is standing on top of Sadrak, and he looks at you. Harry? The ground beneath him shifts as he falls back, and Sadrak gets back up. Fool of an era step, he says as he turns to face your father. Top of the initiative.
Uh-oh.
It's a target-rich
Am I still
environment.
grappled?
Do what?
Am I still grappled?
I will say no.
Okay.
Aww.
It is a target-rich environment.
And we met dead.
Because it's been more than one round, he is going to use his breath weapon. Oh, he's going to do that.
I was talking to Shane.
Oh, Shane's going to do that too. You know.
Oh.
You and your father are sharing a space.
The first time ever.
He is going to provoke an attack of opportunity from everyone involved.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Because
Why not?
why not?
Would he be flanked at that point?
And now we are going to roll for those mirror images. No, he is way too big to be flanked.
All right, we'd have to be
Yeah, if you're
large
two size
creatures.
categories
Yeah.
larger, then you can't flank.
70%?
You roll a d10, so 7?
Sure.
No. But you do, you do pop an image. So that means your mother will roll. Oh, wait, no, roll to attack. Sorry. If you miss by a certain amount,
Oh, I probably did not hit him.
it may not pop it.
It probably didn't. That's only a 20.
20. And according to mirror image, if it misses by 5 or less, one of your figments is destroyed by the near miss.
So it did not.
No.
Oh, that's scary.
Your mother, however, also misses.
Mm-hmm. Well, they never got married, so miss.
You don't know if they got married or not.
That's true, I don't.
And your father's going to hit him with a stick. The stick of Meteor Swarm. He misses.
Dang it.
Look at those videos.
Is he standing on it?
And then he is going to share a family-friendly acid breath for everyone.
Oh, no.
Family friendly.
Family.
Is that a reflex?
Oh, it is.
It's a reflux.
Did you start out as a sarcastic laugh and then slip into a real one? Ha 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 ha!
Reflex. Nailed it.
That's definitely the first time that's been said.
He's gonna gird them up.
Yeah, you need to stop digging. You already hit gold.
Please stop digging for you. That's hilarious.
I find diamonds, my god. 3x3 at 11.
34.
Does that make sense to you?
It does. I
Okay.
hate it.
What?
I
Okay.
rolled a 17.
Good for friggin' you, I guess.
Wow. Rude.
Rude.
Be supportive of your player.
my
God.
one
What?
skill.
Wow, good
Guy.
for friggin' you!
Now you take half.
That's scary.
Do you even take half?
I had trouble finding my dice roll. There it is.
I do.
Oh, is it that many?
Yeah, it is.
Let me
You give the name Esoteric Nightmare, Ancient Esoteric Nightmare Dragon,
Ancient.
without having a few d6 in your breath.
Do you have...
No.
Okay. You take 35 points of damage.
That's half.
Mm-hmm.
35 is half.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah.
Are you down?
Oh.
I would have been.
What, have you been dead?
One away from it.
It washes over your mother. She crosses her arms and you see it burn through her skin. Your dad holds out his hands. As the acid washes over him, you see him dissipate into a mist and then reform.
Neat trick. I'm saving my last one.
Yeah, that wasn't a good use for it. I can save that for something better.
Perry.
This is scary. Very scary. I am gonna do a wall of fire.
Yeah.
Right through him.
Yeah.
Starting
Actually,
where and going
let's
where?
do a ring of fire, 20 feet high,
Johnny Cash would be proud.
around us, but touching his square. That can be it can be 200 feet.
You make it 200 feet?
No, but I just want it to touch him
Okay.
and around us.
Okay. So,
20 feet high.
roughly be
Blowing
something like
away
that.
from the center. So there's a spell resistance for it to affect him in this moment, which a 34.
34 will pass.
Okay. And then there is a saving throw is none, so that's cool. It's really not that much damage. Okay, so it is. Oh gosh. Sorry, there's a little bit here.
Are you winning, son?
No.
Is he winning, son?
No. Ask me. I don't know.
Is he son winning?
So it'll be 15 points of fire damage. Yeah.
The fire erupts around all of you. You see him raise his hand and you see it burn into him, before he looks at you and he just stomps in place, making the fire extend out to either side. Like it hurts, but
He don't care. Yeah.
you know, when it's less than like 1/10 of your overall health, like.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We didn't establish he's in 300s. That ain't funny.
Do you take any other actions?
No, I was just kind of hoping it'd scare him away.
Crying is a free action.
Yeah, I'm not there yet.
Let's see what other tricks your dad has here.
Disappearing?
He
That
can
would be
do that.
my next
His mom can do that.
It's a
Come on,
family
Barry.
trait. It's a family trait.
That's funny. My parents could do that too.
They're like that cute little animal. I forget what they're called, but they throw their babies at predators so they can get away.
A ferret?
No,
No.
it's the
Alpaca?
no.
It's the alpaca. The,
Yes, clearly.
yeah.
They use their
You know how
arms and
good-
lift their children.
How good alpaca?
I'll pack a bag and get out of here. Anyway,
You can
I'm
get
a
out now.
superior pun master.
Try hard.
As long as I'm around, you're a walking silver medal. I'm sorry, what'd you do?
So I'm
I don't remember now.
Okay, so you create the
Fire,
ring of fire.
yes.
He stomps it out. Your mother's standing up. Does she have any other tricks?
I'm all out of sleeves.
You might want to get some socks.
Keep tricks in your socks.
I
Not a
do.
rabbit, so
Yeah, well, tricks are for kids.
She lands in front of you. Your dad runs up beside her. He's kind of shaking his head, but you can tell he is fighting to stay in this moment, right? As he holds up his hands. She looks at you and she says, Perry, you need to get out of here. If we die, it doesn't matter. You need to survive. Sadrak begins to walk towards you. You see his massive body shifting as he looms over you.
Does he move through the fire?
Oh yeah,
and the flame.
he doesn't care. Do your voice.
15 more points of fire. Doesn't even write it down.
She says, the last two doors are in Alderheim
Yeah.
and
Wow.
Monhell. She says, sorry. She says, Dinrook has one of the keys. You see Sadrak's throat begin to distend. You see that green glow begin to emit from it. She says, that is what you need to know, and you need to get to those doors. Acid begins to roll out of his mouth, and he says, and now you all die. The world suddenly jars. He kind of stops, the acid rolling down his chest as he looks around. You see, it looks like reality itself warps for a moment. You hear this as suddenly you see this black void crush in instead of a you see everything beyond it begin to fracture and dissipate into this empty, limitless void. Sadrak looks around in terror as you hear, oh no, and it crushes in again. He says, no, no! He disappears. It crushes in one more time until you're standing in about a 50-foot sphere. And the pieces begin to float off into the void of the eternities. Your mother kind of sighs.
You'll be with me still, won't you?
I'll always be with you, she says. You open your eyes. You find yourself once again in that palace. The pillows, the extra bed that I was talking about. Where you at? Where you at? Yeah, there we go.
Over your house.
Come on.
Just making sure you don't forget it.
Yeah. Giant star on that information right here.
That's a big asterisk.
For who?
What? The location of the 2 doors.
2 doors. We only know where 2 doors are at.
You look up and you see Baku, previously described. The accoutrement on his tusks, the piercings in his ear, floating with that long, lavish silk robe on him, as he's just kind of hovering over you. Hello, my name's Baku. Baku the Baku. How are you?
And I kind of like inspect, am I actually damaged as much as I was?
Yes,
Oh, scary.
you are. You look like you are having an exceptionally bad dream, but I'll help you. By the way, you all see Perry now. Well, you don't.
I don't.
You two see Perry now.
Hello.
That was intense.
You too?
Hmm?
Neat. You think I didn't do it after I was done? Jeez. You think I
Oh, man. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Let's see if he can tell us.
So, Sadrock was actually attacking me.
Oh, I'm sorry, was that a question?
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's terrified of you.
Is it?
He seems
Well, that's
to be.
good to know. Then we should be safe here if he's scared of me. I can't imagine why he would be.
Well, you hate nightmares and he is a nightmare dragon.
Oh, the friend's right. He shouldn't be coming around here.
Could you just eat him? Is that how that works? Is he enough nightmare that you...
With his consent?
I don't think he's consenting to that.
Oh, I'm confused.
I thought you were Baku.
I'm Baku. Baku the Baku. How are you?
I've been better.
Your friends are here, by the way. They just showed up in my bungalow of perpetual indulgence. I didn't bring them in. They's having bad dreams in the plane of dreams in the dreamscape. And I found them. This one had particularly bad dreams. Almost as bad as yours. With less lasting physical effects.
I'm the closest to death I've ever been, by the way.
Oh,
Just percentage-wise, anyways.
looking at Baku to Baku. I ask him, can you help him with that? As I go over and... Didn't I remember that I was all
Both
not a
of
healer?
us.
That's out of character. Perry thinks
I
you're
out
a
of
great
character remember that you said I wasn't a healer.
Perry thinks you're a great healer.
I'm a half decent alchemist, I guess.
I mean, you said it.
Your words, not mine.
No, all of them.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Wasn't it?
Oh, please, Daniel, you're a half decent alchemist, I guess. First of all,
Who's Daniel?
You asked,
David.
yeah, sure.
David.
and you asked him if he could help?
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
I would. I was like, can you help my friend here?
Sure. You're doing a great job. You matter.
You know, actually, that does kind of do very little for me, but I appreciate the sentiment.
Everything's difficult when you start out. It was hard walking at one point, but you did it, and now you can run.
These are surprisingly decent words of advice.
You miss every shot you don't take.
Hold still.
And some of the ones I do.
I'm as still as I can be.
I appreciate you, Michael. You know what? Don't take that away from me.
We don't see Damon, right?
No.
You also don't see Tavis.
Or Alwan.
Or all.
I mean, we can wait, but we'll probably get a rest after. Maybe.
As far as Sirenscape go, I feel like the Dreamscape sound package that I got was the best purchase.
Best one.
Yeah.
How convenient.
So Smoking a hookah.
A hookah in Jamaica.
You want to fake it? What?
I'll have what he
18, 28, and half that, 30, 42. Are you also hurt?
Oh yeah.
So 13, 1.5 times. Because I have my
So 6 on top of that, so not 10.
yeah. Because I have my cleric mutagen going. That's what it's doing. So you would actually see my wings. The black one kind of gets darker. The feathered one kind of has this golden glow about it. How low are you still?
I'm fine.
So if you got the 19 and he got the 3/8, 3/8.
We'd both
Have more hit points.
be about halfsies.
So this is on you. 13, 23, 34, and 19.
Okay, much better. Much more better.
Almost 3 digits.
So this is the
He opens his mouth. You see this dark energy begin to flow into him. You all have seen this. This is the first time you're witnessing this. As Tyrus appears. He has a gun. I'm gonna brag just a little bit for his investigator thing. I took extra talent. One of those was rogue, extra rogue talent. So I took proficiency in firearms, and then for his regular feat, I got ranged study. So now he can study something at a range and shoot it, and it gives him all the same bonuses.
so like 30 feet away. He's like,
Yeah. So like. Hi. He looks at Baku. Huh. Hello. I'm Baku. Baku to Baku. How are you? I'm well.
Hi, Terry's.
I just go sit back down.
Hello, gentlemen, he says.
we are in the realm of
Bungalow of Perpetual Indulgence. What a wonderful and creative name. Baku. Pleasure to meet you. I had...
The best dream in the world.
You three look awful.
Everyone else 21,
As if all your dreams had a fight.
including Terry's.
Thank you.
Also, did I take damage?
Did you take damage in that fight?
I mean, Dr. Isaac Tome didn't.
Then no.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been fun. I know some things now.
So do I.
Really, you good?
I've seen the witch's hut.
Oh,
Great.
Yes,
you know where it's at?
I do, as a matter of fact. As a matter of fact, I can take us there. As a matter of fact, I know how to get inside. Or, I know what it takes to get inside.
To bypass the securities.
I know what the securities are.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But knowledge is power, and we do have that on our side.
Right.
It seems we are missing... Alamon suddenly appears without Baku doing the whole thing. Hello, I'm back. I know who you are, he says. He says, by the way, thank you for taking care of my friends. I apologize you all had to go through that. That seemed terrible, awful. I watched the whole thing.
I almost died.
Yeah, you did. That was awful. How did he know you were there? How did you do that?
Do what?
How were you communicating with your father? I saw Alvarium. I saw Ava. Ava? I saw Ava. Ayla, it's right there. I wrote it down. I saw Ayla. He says, how were you able to do that?
And she's been with me the whole time. Apparently.
Right. Well.
Me.
My mom's been somehow attached to me this entire time.
Yes, that is something we need to explore.
Bound, perhaps?
He says, also, she did mention something very important that we need to discuss.
Yes.
He is bound to the binding key. Sorry to break that, but that's crucial information that we need to know right now. Taylor says, I apologize. What?
So that's a thing.
Uh-huh.
I also know where the last two doors are.
Well, Sure.
Pray tell.
Alderheim and Monheim. Monheim. I wrote that right.
Cool. Yes. On hill.
Which is, I say in
A
character.
place.
Sure.
You can roll knowledge local if you'd like.
It's a 19.
On the die?
Yeah.
Well, you would know with a 19 on the die.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a 30.
30, you say? That's
You
a
get
lot.
no questions.
You don't get anything.
You know
I
what
know
it is,
who the mayor is.
But you get no questions about what it is.
I'm best friends with the mayor.
Like, everyone knows what
As a matter of fact, you have met somebody from Mount Hill once before.
Oh, a certain princess?
A certain princess on the back of a giant tortoise called the
Oh.
Tipsy Tortoise Tavern.
Yeah,
Monhel is the dwarven capital
that's right.
that is ruled by a seemingly immortal creature that marries into the royal family generation after generation.
But is no longer able to do that.
Because
As the only heir to that
She ran away.
thing
Yes.
is a girl's name that I have written down somewhere.
Runaway? Is that her name?
I
Runaway?
think so.
That sounds about right.
I think it's not that far off, but unsurprisingly.
Stay away.
Relgera?
Bulgaria?
Relgera? Girdra? Girdra. It's Girdra.
Wonderful.
Princess of Monheim.
Yeah. You got it,
King
baby.
Boris.
Oh, I found it. I found it.
Zalthra is the
Girdra.
queen.
Nailed it. What?
Zalthra is the queen of Monheim, the one that is the eternal being.
Mm-hmm.
That is not a dwarf. Some creepy thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so there's that.
Yay.
Also, they got some really cool stuff. Did I just get the knowledge of some cool stuff? Or did I get a cool thing too?
You got a cool thing too, but we gotta work into it.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So, Alman says,
I'm the
do
bind-
they know?
I'm bound to the binding key.
I heard that
So,
part.
what that means is that I will have to sacrifice myself to close all the doors.
Is his mom inside of him? Or do you even know?
His
how
mother's
long?
inside all of us.
That's not
Or
true.
vice versa.
That's not true.
Based off of what he said from his dream, she's with him, meaning it sounds like she's part of him. If she was the binding key, would that not make
She was
him?
bound to the binding key.
Would
He
that
is
not
now
make
bound to the
him
binding key.
have her inside of him being the binding key itself?
Sure. Is this a Shane question?
No, this is
This is
Does Ragnar say
Yeah.
that?
This is 100%.
Is that stated? That your mother was bound
no.
inside
I'm
you?
asking Almon, who is there,
Yeah.
if it's a thing, because we don't know what he knows. I'm asking him.
Well, he probably doesn't know because she was the last.
That's
one to-
not. I don't know that.
I'm telling you that. That's what I'm saying. He probably doesn't know because she was the last one to do the ritual.
Right. But he saw your dream just now. He saw everything you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But was it stated? Did I state
No.
that? Then how does Ragnar know that?
I don't know that.
So
I'm
that is
asking.
Shane asking.
No, that is Ragnar asking.
But he doesn't know, so how can he ask?
Oh, that's right. I don't know that, do
No. Oh my god.
I? I'm sorry. I forgot that I didn't watch the dream. So
I was like, okay, I'm good.
It's the
Sorry.
fuzzy line between where Ragnar stops and Shane begins.
Yes.
Oh, you know.
So I don't say anything.
anything.
So I don't know anything.
But you do know you have seen the door, and he just confirmed that it is in that village that you have been to.
I know what's on the other side of the doors, or at least one of them.
So that's something I would like to consider. So these doors, these gates have been sealed for thousands of years.
Tens of thousands.
Tens of thousands of years, and then they were resealed for thousands of years, and then they've been resealed for hundreds, and resealed for tens. So it's like every time it gets resealed, it weakens.
Or maybe just time is weakening it.
Sure.
Or maybe the binding gauge.
But
isn't
whatever's
strong enough.
beyond the gates, what's stopping us from stopping it at the source? Instead of trying to keep it locked.
Did you, I'm talking to Alma, did you see what was in my other version's dream?
It did, but in fact, I saw all your dreams. Except Damon. I have no idea where he went. That bothers me. But, considering I sent him somewhere and I don't know where that is.
You saw all of our dreams?
Yes, it is, as a matter of fact. He says that, and looking at him, if anybody would like to roll sense motive,
You
may.
know it. Absolutely.
There's a reason I stopped using that dice.
23.
Bluff. I rolled an 18, so I'm going to say a 30-something.
He's bluffing his
Don't
bluff
worry
check.
about it.
Okay. Alamon says, yes, as a matter of fact, I did. And you don't feel like there's anything more to that. As if Alamon Charisma is redonkulous and his bluff is broken. So you rolled his bonuses.
That sounds about right. Let's go on an invisible off.
So there are alchemy labs on the other side of the doors.
Isn't that what you do?
Isn't that what you do?
But I did.
So you're not an officer.
Well, I am.
Right.
It's not a cleric.
That's what you do. So you've been beyond the
But my
doors.
past life, I was extremely good at it.
So you were beyond the doors in this past
Well,
life. You were-
before all of this happened, I opened the gateway.
Is that where the red sky is from?
So you
Well,
you started all this?
Kind of. I was forced to. By a certain handsome stranger. I was trying to remember why I
I know
did
the
so
name
much.
now. I know the name now. Come on, tell me the name, right?
Yeah, but
We'll stop with
this is all in character. I specifically don't see the name. Names are better. I like it.
So Handsome Joe or,
Handsome Joe. It's a great
or
name.
Phil.
Close, but we'll take Handsome Phil. I don't like it as much. I like Handsome Joe better.
Right, but close to the name. So we know we're talking about the
Yeah,
same
yeah, yeah,
person.
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So
That guy.
he was your master?
Yeah. He served my master, and I was bound to him, and I was bound to the mat. It's a whole
Hang on.
thing.
You were bound to him?
Yes.
So as far as
How?
ranking goes, he was above you?
Yes, but ever so slightly. I was still a high-ranking general in the Bat's army.
And the bat is
We've fought him.
The
though.
demonic lord of pain and suffering.
that started this whole thing.
Yes. Well, he was the mastermind behind the.
So he's what's beyond
He
the
sent
gates.
us to the Vault of Orv. They found a door. We opened the door, killed the weird alien with the bulbous head that got into your mind real bad. Yeah, I killed that thing.
So it's possible.
Yeah, if I was to get on the other side, I would vaguely.
You did not go through a vault door.
Oh, I thought I did.
No, you did not go through one of the key seal doors. No, he was defending a portal that led.
Directly to it.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
To clarify, so you know, the sealed doors on the surface lead into the Vault of Orv. In the Vault of Orv, there is another door that leads into
Okay, so the sealed
Vault
doors-
of the Black Blood
The sealed doors lead to the door that I went through.
that you got to. You
Because I
never
was
saw
still-
yourself go through it.
Correct.
Yes.
Sorry, backtrack.
You have never.
That.
You have never seen yourself go to the Vault of Black Blood.
Correct.
Yes.
Because that's where my dream ended, is right when I was being teleported to.
But there's a chance.
Yes.
I mean, it's either that or I die, so.
I would rather you not do that.
Thanks, David.
Daniel?
David.
Sure. Names are weird.
David.
This is Dr. Isaac Tone kind of just being like,
I don't remember.
I don't know what my name is.
Damon's not here. Fascinating. However, that means we have the most important key in our possession, gentlemen. And you need to tap into its power.
But
You're already bound to
so
it.
it's not a physical. It's not like part of my bone. My finger, the key.
Yes. Not exclusively, though.
Oh,
Nor is your bones.
my being.
Yes. See, your mother just told you what had happened.
Yes.
The binding key, filling you guys in, his mother was part of our group that came with us down into to the doors to seal off into the Vault of Ord, into the Realm of the Black Blood. Each one of the keys takes a part of the user away, depending on the key, the associated thing. Soul takes away soul, heart takes away emotions, mind takes away mentality, so on and so forth. His mother happened to have the binding key. The binding key eradicates you completely. Body, soul, all of it. As if you've never existed. However, Phistopheles, I said his name, that was with us, has a cruel sense of humor. They wished, they forced him to grant a wish, which he can do once every so often, to save him when he was pregnant. Or when she was pregnant with him, excuse me.
Congratulations.
He goes, I'm sorry this is a big lore dump that I'm dropping onto your friends, but this is important, he says. You sense Alamon has no, real sense of, subtlety. He says, and so Phistopheles abstracted him from his mother as the binding key destroyed her completely, and instead of the key manifesting harmlessly and innate back into the material world, it is fused with his being. Paranera Step is the binding key.
Cool.
Yes, he says. The thing about that is you guys don't have to use the binding keys. You don't have to be sealed to them. If you want to shut the doors, you do, but you haven't yet. Unfortunately for you, you already have it in you. You have no choice. But now that you have that knowledge, you can unleash it. You can awaken it.
Wow.
So,
Just
wake up.
acknowledging that.
Is it working? He says.
So,
Go let go.
question. Because when I picked up the soul key, I knew intimately, immediately what it did.
Correct.
Do I know the same for the binding key?
You have never... No. Yeah. And you held it, but you never used it. So you weren't bound to it.
Right.
Because you were all like, oh, this trap's a soul. Tuck that away for later.
Would I have to make a knowledge check on knowing what the wish spell does?
Yeah, it'd be a spellcraft.
15 plus the level of the spell.
High level spell.
It's 24.
What is it that I need?
24.
What'd you get?
23.
You know what limited wish does?
You're like... Genie.
When you wish upon a star,
That's...
I'm a genie in a bottle, baby.
We're not doing that.
That's all we can do.
Oh
no.
he's public. We should probably.
Disney SWAT.
They found me.
Not a sponsor. Hey, you can
Yeah,
be a
we're not
producer
going
though.
Wow.
Recurse.
That was a hard no.
Marvel stays the game
Yeah. They said the F-bomb.
at least once.
Anywho.
For sure. So, I intend to use myself as the key. Unlocking my abilities. Well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
I don't either.
I feel like it's probably more of a meditate and ponder upon which this is. Also, if you can talk to your mother, maybe asking her how she used the key.
Hold on. Question. Is it the fact that he was a demon that they made a deal with? Or is it the fact that he used the wish that bound the key to him?
It's probably the fact that Phistopheles was a demonic a-hole.
That I can agree with. Still is.
I agree too.
It's like he's still here. I can hear him.
Well, the difference would be if it was the fact that it was the wish. Couldn't someone else use a wish spell to reverse that effect?
I feel like these artifacts are more powerful than the wish spell.
Well, that's the question. I don't know if it's the fact that it's the wish, or if it's the fact that he was a demon and a wish, or that he's just a demon.
Maybe both.
I don't know anything about the
Well,
demons.
unfortunately, I can't cast the wish spell.
That's not really the point. The point is if it could reverse it.
Because my domain won't allow me to.
Oh.
He does.
Because I'm a dreamstone sorcerer. Whoa! Possibly? We can get that guy out of you. I don't know if it'll kill you or not.
I'd rather not mess with artifact level things like that.
We did. And look how well it turned out for us.
Yeah, you're trapped in the dream world.
I am a lucid dreamer. I'm not trapped here.
Sure.
You're trapped here with me.
Denrock is soulless. His mother completely disappeared. Sure.
I have an approximate knowledge of many things.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
What I'm saying is, you say it went quote unquote well. Your party is. Where is your party right now?
Here.
Right. So I guess I will
It's the
ponder
weirdest
on
way
how
I've
to
ever
use
heard
this
of it.
artifact.
So, to answer your question, yes. I could send him back to the dreamscape so he could communicate with his mother. The problem is, though, as long as Sadrak's alive, he's going to know about it, and he's going to show up there. How did that go, by the way?
Scary. He's extremely scary. Spells were almost not effective. Very difficult to make any contact. Also very difficult to make any contact physically.
Neat.
Yeah.
What's his weakness?
Twinkies.
Yeah.
The thing is, I know a lot about esoteric nightmare dragons. An esoteric nightmare dragon of that magnitude, however, he says, maybe outside of my scope. Knowledge Arcana. I have 7
Oh, it's
points in that.
Arcana?
Yeah, because they're magical beasts.
Oh.
Yeah.
So would
Where do you
be
find
able
them?
to roll about it?
Can I aid him? Is he? What's his?
Do you want to aid him, or would you like him to aid you?
Maybe he can aid me.
Okay, I just said he has 7 points in
Oh,
it.
okay. So I have 19.
Can I aid him as well?
Sure,
So
let's
that's-
all put our heads together.
Put our heads
buddy.
together. I rolled for. I've
I
got
rolled above a
28.
10,
Okay.
so I add 2.
28, so 30,
2.
32.
So
Still not enough.
no, that passes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, esoteric nightmare dragons. At one point, this guy was an ancient esoteric nightmare dragon. You fought a great worm.
Oh no.
He has gotten much older and much bigger in a very short amount of time because he lives
Because
on
he
a
lives
plane
in
of
a
existence where time fluctuates. That's why his clutch of dragons aren't babies. They're all big. They're just so big. The ebony dragon with red frills appears terribly contorted and trails shadows. These hunters of the dimension of dreams seek to wreak nightmares on sleepers and make existing bad dreams even more terrifying. Nightmare dragons often work with night hags in their grim collection of sleeping souls. And what did you get all together?
32.
32. Yeah.
You may ask one question about the great worm esoteric nightmare dragon.
What's their weakness?
They have no weaknesses.
Dang it. What overcomes
They have no
fire?
weaknesses.
What overcomes 30 should have been the question.
The one thing that overcomes their DR
Well, you witnessed.
is fire.
Was it fire or lightning?
He was just as hurt by the lightning.
It's magic.
I'll give it to you because you're well versed in magic and you know what.
He is not weak to he's not weak to magic, but he's also not strong against it. But it's terribly difficult to hit him with magic.
So we need something to be able to overcome spell resistance.
Yes, specifically.
I'm eat up with that. The only problem though is if he's hanging out in that bubble, I can't get to him. I can. He looks at Baku. I'm not a spirit of the dream world. I have a physical form. He says as he begins to like drift upside down. I can come in and help you.
I just imagine this sea manatee or something just sitting there, floating around.
Can you reduce a creature's ability to resist spells?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
What can you do?
I can eat your nightmares, bring you out of a dream, and keep it to myself, unlike some people. He looks at all
Well,
It's funny because they're voiced by the same person.
He says, also, if you need a way to get around the dream world, I'm here to help you.
Well, we kind of have three prongs of things. Most importantly, where is Damon?
Oh no. Ah, right, Damon, Alman says. Since it is my fault for sending him into the dreamscape and expecting him to be able to navigate his way out like a competent human being, I will bring him back. I gotta... Baku, reaches over and he takes a stuffed animal. It's like a little, rabbit thing. And he's like, there you go. He goes...
not the same,
It's
is
not the
it?
same. He says, as he sits down with it.
Is it harder for watching?
It's even harder if you're talking. He says, why don't you work on your thing and I'll work on mine?
Yeah. Baku, do you have another stuffed animal?
Oh, you always have stuff down. Don't you roll me a d8.
Actually, I don't.
Just hold on to
8.
8? Oh, cool.
It's a frog.
He hands you
That's a bit version of yourself. It's actually a voodoo doll.
a fairy.
It's the key. It's another key just magically appeared.
It's not one of the relic
It's just
keys,
a
it's just a key.
It's one of the keys. I'm sorry, I forgot I had this.
Plush clouds trail from the edges of this seemingly graceful, nearly fanciful creature in hypnotizing patterns.
He hands you a stuffed esoteric dream dragon.
Dream dragon.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They're white with blue frills.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That spotlight's comfy.
Oh, they're I need to find a comfy spot.
Yeah, I'm like.
Just falls backwards.
Yes.
As long as you don't fall into the hearth or down the stairs, you found a comfy spot.
So I will ponder on this mystical ability that I may have now.
Okay. So, what do you two do during this time?
I sit and wait.
With me having unlocked that new ability, I think it's more of I just found that section and now I know how to read all the details.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm currently trying to work out a way to where it's not as torturous for the people involved.
I got you.
But that's just what I'm doing.
Taurus goes to hand you something, and then he sees you focusing. He sits it next to you. He hands you a potion of cure critical wounds. I got 2 of those. I leveled him up. He has a gun.
Yes.
I remember my past abilities. I have unlocked true rage. I have a gun. Who gave Scarecrow a gun? We can
So
sharpen
he
these
is dumb.
We can sharpen these sticks into spears. We can fashion these caterpillars into bowstrings. We can shoot them with this gun. YouTube's like, stop saying gun. So you just kind of hang out and wait. It's backwards.
Yeah. I am observant. Like, I'm watching Alaman. I'm just... Alaman?
Oh man.
I'm looking at my book, looking up at him. It's like almost distracted by what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Ready to help if I can.
Ready to attack if you
It's just a bomb sitting on the table. It's inert, but you know it's there. I just fucking.
Enough pressure.
It's actually the opposite. It's under pressure that I release the pressure. He slowed it down. He downshifted it.
They're not known to sue. It's
And
fine.
then this is. We can see. Yep.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Your Honor, I think I'd have to put the fact that he's crazy. What makes you say that? You know you have valid points.
I'll plead the second roar.
How do you plead?
Like this. Oh please, oh please, oh please have mercy.
No, you're going
We, the members of the jury, find the defendant.
Is this thing just ease that?
Okay, I'll stop.
There goes all the legs.
I am contagious after all.
Are we good? Are we good? We're good. Okay.
I don't know. Are you?
Well, neutral, I think.
Definitely evil.
Evil.
Good.
Oh, whatever.
False. I lied to you just now.
Yeah, you did.
I thought you was calling me chaotic for whatever reason.
No.
I'm lawful.
Evil.
Neutral.
Hmm.
Actually.
We could change
Black,
that.
white, neutral.
Alright, Katy Perry.
As you sit and meditate, you two waiting, the air suddenly gets very, very cold. Alamon starts to shake. You see his fingers dig into the toy, and you hear the stitches giving way as he begins to rend it between his hands. He starts to shake. Opening his eyes, you see they are completely black. I see it. He looks up, and you see this black shadow, this black light emit from his eyes and mouth. It shoots up into the air, and you see this void begin to open up. As he cries out in this panicked, desperate voice, you see Damon drop to the ground. He is filthy. His shoes worn away, his feet raw, his fingernails blackened, his eyes sunken in, his lips chapped, and you see cuts and bruises covering every inch of his pale frame. His sword, all of his equipment is still on him, but looks used. Even in its magical form, it looks as if he has been doing battle for days non-stop, as he collapses to the ground in front of all of you. As Alamon opens this void, bringing Damon forth, he collapses to his side and is unconscious. Baku says, "Hello, I'm Baku. Baku the Baku."
Where am I?
You are
There.
in a safe space.
Go. And he stands up and he just embraces you.
He is trembling.
There. As I do that, I do another channel. Assuming he is hurt.
When you channel, I will need you to roll for channel resistance.
Which is a number.
That the SR?
No, it's what is it?
Yeah, it's its own thing, and I think I think it's like a +5.
Yeah.
So you go to channel. As you do so and he's holding you, it goes and it doesn't go beyond you. It doesn't do the spread. As his body seems to absorb it and deflect it off of him. In that moment, you feel his skin and he's freezing cold. His breath seems labored. And again, you see them, you acknowledge them, but it's almost as if you've forgotten who they are as you embrace Dr. Tone and you feel that.
Knowledge?
That would be knowledge of the planes.
Can?
You have no idea what is shaking down.
I push off, but I don't push off you, but I let you go. I stand back.
Damon, what's happening?
Damon.
Say his eyes are black.
You see, Alamon's were.
Okay.
But in that moment, you see around the bottom of his eyelids begin to well up with a black ichor that runs down his face.
I sit up, grab my dagger, and
I-
scoot to the edge of the wall.
I know that name. I think. Who are you? No, I know you. I know you. I know you. You're new.
Hello.
Where am I?
You're in my bungalow of perpetual indulgence.
No, am I here?
He suddenly coughs. You see that black ichor spatter across the ground. Your stomach begins to tighten knots as you start to retch, and more of it starts to cough out between words. Unlike the other ichor that just spattered and seemed innate, you see this start to spread and starts to cover the floor. And he continues to cough, and it just starts to eke out under pillows and seats and everything.
Hey,
Hold on.
Baku, can you get me and him out of here?
Where did you send him? Right now.
Alamon's unconscious.
Out.
Oh.
He says, of course I can.
As he Baku goes over to you, suddenly you see that black ichor sneak underneath Perry, and you fade away from the room.
Oh.
It begins to move over towards all of you.
I fly up in the air.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Ragnar disappears.
Can I quickly check Alamon to see, or is he already disappeared?
You can, but the ichor's underneath him. Tyrus takes a step back. He draws his pistol.
I hold out a hand to him.
Oh. he run. You fly over to him, I assume. He reaches up just as you get to him. The ichor goes underneath him, and he disappears.
And he's still here?
Mm-hmm. Damon is, yeah, but he's just retching, and it's starting to consume everything.
So I kind of stay just hovering in the air,
Mhm.
blocking.
It begins to go up the walls.
Uh-oh.
You see it go to the ceiling, and you disappear as well.
And I have one trick.
Oh. I was like, what in the world are those black dots?
What are those black dots? Oh,
I need
wait,
you to
that's
know,
fine.
I had a mini heart attack when you started to do that because I forgot we have a screen over top of the TV screen. And I was like, Eli, why?
Oh, the pixels have started to give way, huh?
Some of them are dry erase. Some of them are
not.
skulls.
Yeah,
It's
it's
the
like,
ones
there
that
are
are not. You should be worried.
Oh, I was setting up to
I was wondering why that one wasn't wanting to come off. I was like, I'm definitely rubbing hard enough, right? And I went to another one and it
Hey-o.
went away.
Where is he?
He's over there. He's over there.
He's
He's on his throne.
We have to fight him.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need a white one.
Yeah, I got you.
Blue would work too.
Oh my.
You all find yourself in this void. You look to either side and you see darkness expanding into the eternities. You look up and there are no stars in the firmament, no light giving off, but everything around you seems to be illuminated as if a dim light was cast upon it, theatrically, not mechanically. You see floating stones, rocks, and debris as you look around. Twisted trees extending up, and a marble staircase that extends into nothingness before breaking off and the debris floating in the air. As you appear there, you look and you see Damon standing in front of you all as he stands to his feet, the ichor washing over his eyes in its entirety, out of his ears, and staining his lips. What do you do?
What happened?
You hear a crack noise as you see, just like how Ragnar does when he rages, Damon's body begins to twist and distend, but his face doesn't portray that. His face remains calm in that, like, what happened? And then he looks, waiting for you to respond as if nothing's different.
Did you see a black being?
I saw things. I fought things. But where are they? Where are we?
He begins to grow in size. You see that blackness start to wash over him and coat his body completely as he's talking to you as if he's scared and he's looking to you for answers without noticing something that's different.
Knowledge the planes, I'm assuming?
You already rolled. You got a 10, didn't you?
Yes.
For this space?
For this place? You may.
Nat 1.
Ooh.
I've rolled
This is how we make
3 of those.
bonus.
I would like to point out, ones are how we got to this point.
So you are in the plane of
Teddy bears and unicorns.
you are in the plane of Kid Casino. It is here that a damned soul is placed and must play expensive games with flashing lights and noises to accumulate small paper tags in such amounts that they then purchase their souls. And to put that into perspective, 10,000 of these tags will get you rubber vampire teeth. And you do know the lord of this realm is a giant rat.
Almost mechanized.
Wow.
His name is
Charles.
Chu Ki.
Ooh.
That balancing act on the, you're gonna fall.
Oh man.
Top heavy, my guy.
Well, you know.
And nothing can convince you otherwise. You do know that this area is centered into one area, or one plane of reprieve, and it is called the bottomless pit of spheres. But there's a chance of getting staph infection if you get into it.
I look at Taris and I ask him,
Oh, you asked somebody that has
I
points.
know.
do you know where we're at?
I can't. Oh man, if I don't, we're in trouble.
The pit of bottomless.
Because the guy who's been around
The
for
bottomless
a billion
pit
years.
of spheres.
You don't know that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Oh.
He knows exactly where we are.
Uh-oh.
in the middle of the tree. So lose one of your voices.
We're at Charles de Fromage.
Tais-toi.
Is it on your laptop?
Nope. I'll look for it in What
What is it?
My
This is
D20.
nice.
Oh, you got one in your hand.
I do. Very, very good. Have one.
I was trying to catch an extra D20.
All right, I'm going to put 2 points into this,
Okay.
which is going to raise it up to
A plus,
11.
15.
making this roll.
That helped.
Did you roll 1?
No.
Okay.
Rolled a nat 20. Oh boy, we're learning all kinds of things about you today.
How fast? How steady? How sturdy? How heavy?
Stop, please. Isn't the worst thing I've had to face.
Yeah, it was your mom.
What?
Oh.
He didn't have to face his mom as his dad. His mom just.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah, you went after your dad. And
Commit
He was like-
alive through a window.
shot too hard.
No,
No.
Mom.
Yeah,
Mom,
she
yeah.
fell.
Yeah. Imagine trying to say that without saying the bad word.
Well,
The-
There are no bad words.
The YouTube bannable word.
die.
No. I'm gonna stop taking this one.
Confused.
He cocks the hammer back on his pistol as he looks around. Gentlemen, we should not be here.
Where are we?
Oh yeah, Tyrus has a gun now, by the way.
As Tyrus speaks, you see the blackness begin to wrap around Damon in his entirety. He says, This is the darkness between stars, the endless void, the vastness. This is the plane of madness. This is where the ancient ones sleep, and the darkest things dwell. Gentlemen, as he says that, you see Damon roar out in pain. His left arm extends out into a tentacle-like appendage that begins to slither. He draws his sword, the blade of it coated in the ichor as it's dripping out, and he screams as he doubles in size. He says, "We find ourselves woven in the dark tapestry." And we will pick it up there after we take a short break. We'll see you in just a moment.
Why would